What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And today I got another one for my fellow Dolphin fans. It's 10 of my favorite Senior Bowl targets for the Miami Dolphins in this upcoming draft. You got to understand it's targets for the Dolphins. So I will briefly talk about at the end some of my favorite prospects overall at the Senior Bowl. But this is mainly for the Dolphins. So you probably won't see a lot of your favorite players because of positional needs. But we'll start off with the first player I'm going to talk about, the most important position in the NFL. It's the quarterback position, and my first guy is Garrett Nussmeier. Garrett Nussmeier to me has looked like by far the best quarterback at the Senior Bowl. Payava, he's just too small. He hasn't looked good. Sawyer Robertson's been terrible. Like everything is not going his way at the Senior Bowl. It's been bad. Taylor Green, I think, might be a big wide receiver tight end at the NFL level with his athleticism. But man, Nussmeier, even though he got benched this season, not really his fault. He shouldn't have been playing. He was hurt the whole entire season. That's just the kind of head coach Brian Kelly is at LSU. So yeah, he did struggle. He ended up getting benched, but he was playing through a lot of injuries, a lot of core injuries too. And if you've ever thrown a football, you know how much your core is involved in that. So I'm glad to see Nussmeier looking healthy out there, and he's been really sharp at the Senior Bowl. And I mean, he really wasn't horrible before he got benched. But for the Dolphins, it's probably going to require one of those three third-round picks. I don't know if it's 75, 87, or 90. Maybe you get lucky and you get him at 111, but I think one of those four picks would be what's required to get Garrett Nussmeier. Let's jump into the wide receiver position, and I got four of them, and I'm going to give a lot of honorable mentions too after I go over the roster at the end. So, starting off with my number one receiver, to me, Ted Hurst out of Georgia State. He ain't my number one in the class, but at the Senior Bowl, he's up there for the best one there. I mean, Ted Hurst has looked unbelievable. Had a great one-handed catch over Julian Neal, completely mossing him. Not bad coverage by Julian Neal, one of my favorite corners, but just an unbelievable play. The dude has looked super sharp. And the thing that I think was most important is this beautiful number down here, this 205 number, because Georgia State had him listed at 185. That's probably too light for an NFL receiver. He comes in at 207 pounds. If you know me, I round my numbers. That's just what I do. It's better on my eyesight, to me personally, just easier on me. But yeah, man, I mean, Ted Hurst was unbelievable this past year at Georgia Tech. 18 missed tackles forced, elite number. Almost a 60% contested catch rate, elite number. The only thing you didn't really like, 9% drop rate. It's not the worst in the world, but it is kind of high. Racked in pretty much 1,000 yards. I mean, one away, sadly, in six touchdowns. He really is a true outside wide receiver, and I would love to see him be a Miami Dolphin. Here's my thing. I think 43 is still too early. This wide receiver class in the second and third round is so deep. I just would not draft one at 43 at this point. Now, if he's there at 75, I would take him. If he's there at 87, or 90, you have to take him. That's how good this dude is. He for sure will be a top 75 player on my big board. So if he gets to one of your later third round picks, to me, it's a no brainer. Going to another wide receiver that, compared to where he was when I watched film on him to where he is now, he made some money in my opinion at the Senior Bowl, and that is Malachi Fields out of Notre Dame. Huge frame, 6'4", 220, true outside wide receiver, but man, he looks nimble. He is shifty. He's getting open on short routes. His cuts are quick and decisive. And I mean, the best number of all, the dude does not drop the ball. 2.7% drop rate his last year at Notre Dame. Pretty good in contested catches. Not really a weapon after he catches the ball. He's just so damn big. He's not the fastest guy in the world either. But man, he really does know how to use his frame good to catch balls in traffic down the field. He had an unbelievable play. I believe it was from Taylor Green. Taylor Green stepped up in the pocket, launched it. He just laid out there and caught it. The dude has unbelievable hands. Like I said, the number one thing for him that is in his favor is his frame. 6'4", 220. The measurables are going to be good. I really like Malachi Fields a lot, and he is another one that if you want him, you might have to take him 43 if you really want him. But if he gets to one of those three third-round picks, to me, you have to take him. So, assuming Ted Hurst is going. Ted Hurst there, we can have a little conversation about who we're taking, if not both of them. But, yeah, those two dudes I like a lot. The next one, he is probably a day three pick, but I like him a lot. It's Reggie Virgil out of Texas Tech. Reggie Virgil had a pretty good year. I mean, 700 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, 12 missed tackles forced. is a pretty good number. I tried to highlight the drop rate because, once again, not great at over 8%, but not the worst in the world. Nice frame, 6'2", 190. You'd like to see him probably add another 10 or 15 pounds to that. But I mean, he looked really good. He had a route against, man, all these good clips I'm seeing, I just can't remember. I don't want to give someone hate if it's not them. I'm like 90% confident it was the UNC corner where, man, right off the line, he just destroyed him. Faked going in, took it to the boundary. His acceleration speed, oh my lord. That dude can kick it to another gear in open space. Just took off, hawked the ball, great over the shoulder catch. I really like Reggie Virgil. I like his ball tracking. I liked it a lot at Texas Tech. So, I mean, it wasn't nothing new to see, but playing against some better competition, I like a lot, man. And quick side note, that corner for UNC, I think every good wide receiver clip I've seen outside of Julian Neal and Chris Johnson getting mossed, he was on the wrong end of it. Including the next guy I'm going to talk about, Ty Montgomery. You knew he was going to be in here, the John Carroll D3 product. And as you saw, getting stats for him in general was damn near impossible. I mean, I had to put former Hooper in 32 touchdowns because that's about the best stuff I could find on him. Let me blow my nose real quick. But yeah, he had an unbelievable year at John Carroll this past season and the year before. But the coolest part about him, man, he's not even a football player. He got to college off a basketball scholarship. Things, I guess, weren't going great. He said, you know what? Let me try out the field. And athleticism, man, it's translated. 5'11", 190, which is small for basketball size. I It's probably the best decision of his life because I do think he's going to be a day three pick. I don't know if that's in the fourth round if someone loves him. Maybe the D3 school. I guess he could be a UDFA. I think he looks way too damn good to be a UDFA, though. Like I said, the UNC corner, I hate to keep throwing on trash on his name, but man, he had a quick release slant inside on him. He dropped him. Like he hit the floor. He's had, I believe, was Ty Montgomery the one that also mossed Chris Johnson? I'm like 99% sure it was him. So it's like, this dude, it's not just like, oh, he's beating up day three corners. He's beating up top 50 corners that I have first round grades on. Um, I believe one of these receivers made Colton Hood look silly. It might have been Ty Montgomery. Like I said, when all the clips you see just they all mush in your brain, you get some confused, but some of these guys are looking really good. Before we go off wide receiver, I didn't put these guys in here. I definitely could have put Josh Cameron in here, the Baylor receiver. Oh my, he has been tremendous. One of the most explosive and powerful wide receivers I've really seen in the 4 or 5 years I've been doing this. And oh my gosh, Barry and Brown, LSU receiver, I believe that's his name off the top of my head, Barry and Brown. He's also looked really good. He's not really what the Dolphins are looking for. Kind of like Ty Montgomery's like 5'11", 180, 185. So I tried to go with bigger wide receivers the first three. I just couldn't not mention Ty Montgomery in this video. He's been phenomenal. Let's go to the offensive line for the next two players, starting off with the guy I already really liked before the Senior Bowl. Shout out Broshmo. Keelan Rutledge out of Georgia Tech. This dude's a mauler, man. You see the win percentage, 99.1, and yes, that is not a typo. 8 pressures, didn't allow a sack. The penalty number, it's getting to be high, but it's still not too bad. The dude was unbelievable, and he's been unbelievable at the Senior Bowl. People are not getting through him. He's been playing strong. Everything you saw on tape, he's brought to the Senior Bowl. I'm a big fan of this dude. If you want him, it's going to cost, though. In my mock drafts, personally, 41 for the Bengals, 43 for the Dolphins. Like, he's gone in the top 50 a lot more than what you would like as a Dolphin fan because I don't know. Maybe he's a third round type of guy. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I really like this player. And typically, when I really like players, I try to push them up my board and get their name out more. This is a guy that deserves to go in the top 50 of the draft, and he should go. But if he gets there at I don't care if it's 75, take him. Like, take him, take him, take him. James Daniels, huge liability. Austin Jackson, liability. Now, granted, he ain't playing no tackle, so James Daniels is the person he's replacing. I'm pretty sure James Daniels' guaranteed money is up. So, I mean, you could cut him right now, and you should after that 3-year deal Chris Greer got him, and you got 3 snaps out of him this past season. So, yeah, man, I think the Dolphins could be looking for a plug and play starting right guard. This is my number one choice for the value. Going to number 8. And this is another new guy that really was never on my radar the past couple of months, but after a dominant Senior Bowl performance so far, he for damn sure is on there now. I couldn't even find stats for him. It's Jalen Farmer out of Kentucky, the big guard. And this one, shout out Kyle Krabs, because after day one, that's all I saw all over my YouTube was Jalen Farmer, Jalen Farmer, Jalen Farmer. I get it. I watched more. I get it. I get it. I get it. Like I said, the production was a MF. I couldn't even find it. I looked on Pro Football Reference. I looked on ESPN. Hell, I even tried Chat GBT to try to find it. Could not find it. My guy Broshmo, I'm a big supporter of his draft guide. I'll get that to you eventually because he will be a top 10 guard for me when I do my guard video later in the offseason. But man, he is an older prospect, but 6'5, 320, great frame on him, hell of an athlete, and he is a mauler. When he gets his hands on you, you're not going anywhere. And another quick shout out, Jennings Dunker. I've been quite critical on him. He's looked phenomenal at the Senior Bowl, so I will give my respect. And the last offensive line prospect I've had, and this guy, I don't know if he's getting out of the second round because he already had the very high upside ceiling, and now it looks like he's came a lot farther than what we thought he would at such a young football career, and that would be Max Ian Acker. I still have not got the last name. I'm bad with pronunciation. But man, he had a pretty good year. And real quick, the most important part, the dude started playing football like 3 years ago. He started in community college. He was so damn good and big. They're like, hey, well, we got to get you over here at Arizona State. That translated. Now he's going to the NFL draft. I have no idea how old he is. You've probably seen that in a couple of slides. Ages just aren't released for a lot of these players for some reason. I don't know. You feel like every school would have that once they sign you. You have your birthday posted somewhere. They just aren't out there. Max Ironhacker, 96.4 win rate. You love it. 14 pressures. It's a little high, but it's not the worst number you've ever seen. 0 sacks. That's the number that really impresses me. But the number that scares me, and I said there's a lot of room to grow, is the 8 penalties. He gets grabby at time. When he gets beat, he's just grabbing you. You ain't going nowhere. You're not getting my quarterback hit, which you got to respect in some sort that he would, like, hey, I'll take this penalty. I'll take the fault, but you're not hurting my guy. Hell of a frame on him. 6'6, 325 pounds. Arm length ain't going to be a problem. Seriously, with how well this dude has played at the Senior Bowl, I think it'd probably take the 43rd pick to get him. I think if a team gets desperate enough, whether it's the Texans, the Patriots, whoever it is, and he is a right tackle, by the way, he might be a first round pick. And it might be over exaggerating, but these high upside guys like I guess the best comparison would be Caden Proctor. And Caden Proctor is, I think his development is behind Max's. He just has a way bigger frame at 6'7, 360, and he's probably even better athlete, but the numbers are even worse than Max's. But those guys go high, man. Like you can't teach size, you can't teach really athleticism too much at the NFL level. You either got it or you don't got it. Max has it, so this could be a very shocking, like, back into the first round type of pick that knocks some casual fans off their feet. Those who are watching this content, just know you heard it January 29th. All right, going to the defensive side of the ball, I got two guys. And like I said, when I just chose to pick 10 people for the sake of the video and timeliness, and I'm going to go over probably 5 to 10 minutes worth of just players on the Senior Bowl roster that I didn't make graphics for. But these two dudes, it was impossible not to include them. And they're both pass rushers. Starting off with Gabe Akis out of Illinois. And I'm glad I got the pronunciation. I've been saying Jackus. It kind of sounds funny. It's not even correct. It's Gabe Akis out of Illinois. That dude has been playing phenomenal. I mean, you see the power. He was listed at like 275, 280 at Illinois. He came in 260. So maybe he's dropping weight to run better at the combine in a month or so. But man, unbelievable season this past year 41 pressures, 12 sacks, 28 stops. The win rate and true win rate are pretty good. The only number that is very bad here is the missed tackle rate. It's way too high at 21%. Typically, you like that in the lower teens, and he's in the 20s. So that's something you'll have to grow on. But I do think he's a three down type of player, man. And I think he can be that right away. He is young, still developing. But this, to me, is a second round pick. If you want Gabe Akis on your football team, you're going to have to spend that 43rd overall pick on him because I just don't see a way with how well he's played at the Senior Bowl and really this past season at Illinois, how he's going to make it out the second round. And my other guy, arguably even better, Derek Moore. And hey, I'm going to give myself a quick round of applause. because I know a lot of y'all, the 2 round mocks you were watching, didn't have Derek Moore in them, or maybe he's late second. A lot of mine did. So even before the Senior Bowl, I want to applaud myself on that, that I was there before the Derek Moore hype came in a storm because he ran over Markel Bell. If you don't know who Markel Bell is, it's the Miami tackle, 6'9", 350 pounds. So he's got about 100 pounds on Derek Moore. Used his leverage, drove him into the ground. You gotta love it. Pass rushers that can use their length and win with their leverage. Oh my, it's normally a great recipe for success in the NFL level. Derek Moore was utterly unbelievable for Michigan this past season. 41 pressures, 11 sacks, 19 stops. The true win rate is out of this world. It's up there with the highest in the class out of anybody. And the missed tackle rate is low. He's a true 3 down player, really good against the run. I would prefer Derek Moore over Gabe Akis in my current mindset if I'm the Dolphins at 43, but both are very good options. Let's go ahead and talk about the Senior Bowl roster here. And here, I'll actually blow this up for you just a little bit so you can see the names better. Starting off, Julian Neal, and I'm not going to talk about every single one. If I don't mention them, it's either I haven't seen a lot or I haven't heard a lot. And typically, when guys aren't being talked about, that could be a very good key point that they're doing well. I mean, if you're not talking about their problems, that's a good thing. But Julian Neal, like I said, came in pretty much expected, about 8 pounds underweight. That was kind of expected. A lot of corners and secondary players and receivers probably would drop some weight to try to run better. He's looked really good. He got mossed by Ted Hurst. It is what it is. It was good coverage. Um, Dalen Everett has really been getting beat up. He just does not look like an NFL corner out there. He did run really fast one of the days. They clocked him at the highest speed for a secondary player. That's cool and all. It's been bad. He's been getting turned around left and right no matter who he's playing against. He just does not look like an NFL corner. Now, granted, I'm not going to throw away the good film I watched, but it is scary. And one-on-ones are also designed for the receiver to win. So a corner is meant to lose there. But when you're losing every time, that's not really a good sign. Like I said, Thaddeus Dixon, I just saw a nice interception of his. He played the ball well, got a nice toe tap on the sideline. Quarterback kind of shit throw. But like I said, he's been getting destroyed in about every single clip, whether it's Ty Montgomery, it's Reggie Virgil's clip. I suggest y'all to go watch that. Holy, he has just not been good. Davison Igbinosun, I think, has been relatively solid. I feel like struggled maybe day one, day two. The days mixed together, but he had a very nice bounce back day, 2 day. A good frame on him, 6'2", about 195. So yeah, I still like him a lot. Chris Johnson, I think he was a huge winner at the fact he measured in over 6 foot, 190 pounds. So that was nice for him. He got mossed by, who was it? I think it was Ty Montgomery. Once again, Ty Montgomery. Watch out. But I'm not losing sleep over that. It was pretty much perfect coverage, just an even better ball and a great play on the ball by Montgomery. Jalen Kilgore, I think's looked relatively solid. Charles Demings, I haven't heard a lot about. Like I said, that could be a good thing, bad thing. Colton Hood was terrible day one. He was getting destroyed by literally everyone. I'm surprised Colton Hood's even out here. I'll applaud him for even showing up and working out, but it's been bad, especially for a guy that was deemed probably the highest draft pick out of anyone out here. He hasn't made himself money. I can promise you that. Malik Muhammad, I think, looked pretty good. And that's about it for the corners. Haven't heard much about the other ones. Tim Keenan, I feel like measured him pretty well. Maybe the hand size isn't great, and the arms are kind of short as well, so maybe not. Yeah, that probably the opposite actually. Caleb Banks. I guess I have to talk about Caleb Banks. I'm seeing a lot of glaze of him going through the drills and oh, look at his feet, look how powerful his arms are. I've seen about a total of one or two, give or take, good clips of him in actual drills facing people. Every other time I see him, he's getting stonewalled. Like I I just don't get it. 2024, great end to the season. We had high hopes for him this year. He got hurt. We never saw it. He played 90 snaps this year. Like, we never saw the game translate. Cool. He measured in like a freak. Cool. He's 6'6, 335 pounds. I don't see it. I don't see the tape. This could become a very funny clip for me looking back 2 or 3 years from now. I'm personally not seeing it. And that's not me saying he shouldn't be drafted. He's still a top 60 player on my board. I just don't know how he's in first round mocks. I really don't get it. Chris McClellan. Everyone knows on my TikTok, I was a lot higher on Chris McClellan than most. Always had him in the third round. He is a third round pick now for sure. Like this dude's been playing unbelievable. He measured in like a freak. The hand size might damn near be the biggest of any interior player here. The arm size is really good over 34. The weight's good. And I mean, he is playing how you saw on tape. So Chris McClellan, I think, has probably had the best day out of any of these guys, or best week. Excuse me. Zane Durant, I believe I've heard some good things about. He did come in really small, but he looks explosive. Nick Barrett, Brushmo, and Hail Mary Sports, shout out my guys. They've given a lot of love to Nick Barrett a ton. Lee Hunter had a really good first day. I really haven't heard much. I don't think Lee Hunter's even been practicing after the first day. So good on him. Come here, make your money. Damn near might be a first round pick. I might take Lee Hunter over Caleb Banks. Want to throw that out there. LT Overton's looked surprisingly well. I mean, for someone that really struggled this past season at Alabama, really, I just think they weren't using him correctly. He has had a really good Senior Bowl week, so I applaud LT Overton, and he probably got his stock back up. TJ Parker came in. He was like, hey, y'all got questions about how good I am? Watch this. He ate everyone alive day one. And then the thing I liked the most in his press conference, he said, for you to be a great pass rusher, you got to be a great run defender first. And that's what I pride my game on. Whew, got me ready, taking him 11th overall to my Miami Dolphins. I mean, you love to hear stuff like that. And I do think he is a first round pick. I always did. But a lot of people had him falling early second, late first. He's a top 25 pick in my book. Like I said, I talked about Gabe Backus, Derek Moore. Zion Young is someone I was going to make a graphic for, just ran out of one slot, or he was probably the next one out. The part I like the most about Zion Young, he is talking his ish. I mean, that dude is mouthing off in every drill. He's letting you know he's here. He's telling you he's going to beat you. Then he's beating you. He absolutely bull rushed, I believe, what was it? Illinois tackle to the dirt. It was a disgusting clip up there with Derek Morris on Markel Bell. So, yeah, Zion Young's been eating people alive. I've liked a lot of what I've heard. Everything with Zion Young wasn't a talent concern, though. He got arrested for a DUI in December. That's why people dropped him. Denied Dennis Sutton and Romello Height, I think, have had good weeks, especially Romello Height. It sounds like he's been winning a lot. The only thing with him is he's so damn small. He's 6'2", he's 235 pounds, he's got sub 33-inch arms. To me, Romello Height is off ball linebacker that blitzes. Like, that's pretty much the role, and I just don't see a way he goes top 75 with that role. Maybe he goes early third, I guess, but he already is 25 years old as well. To me, Romello Height's probably just going to be a pretty good day three pick. I believe not. Nadame Tucker, I've also heard good stuff about. Can't remember. Bo Stevens has had a couple nice reps here and there. James Brockenmeyer has had a couple really good reps as well. Real quick, he's not right here. The punter. I believe it's the Georgia punter. I'll check in a second, but apparently that dude had his own 5 minute showcase of him just booming the ball. So don't be surprised if he goes probably pretty early mid day three. All right, linebacker. Linebacker, it sucked. I left him off. It's just not a huge need for the Dolphins. These dudes have been crushing it. And the one I want to talk about first, shout out Bryce. He's had a good week, but Kyle Lewis out of Pittsburgh. Oh my. He measured in sub 6 foot. I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. I round numbers up. So 5'11", 6'8". That's 6 foot in my opinion. So 6 foot, 225. Measurables aren't bad at all, at least arm length wise. He's been playing out of his mind. Like the instincts are clearly there. We knew he was a really good player at Pitt. Everything's translated. He's causing fumbles. He's getting interceptions. The dude is playing out of his mind. Caleb Elam's or had one of the fastest running times of the day, I think day two. So really good athlete. Also measured him pretty well. Like I said, we round up over here, so 6'2", 235. And Jacob Rodriguez, if there was ever a question, which I don't know why we were even talking about it. I mean, we saw the dude damn near win the Heisman as a linebacker, played out of his mind. He's causing fumbles, he's getting picks, he's very instinctive, shutting down the running backs. The dude is a dog. I've always been a big Jacob Rodriguez fan, but any questions you had, put him to bed. Cage Casey, or Casey, excuse me, I think it's been relatively solid. Austin Barber had a really bad day one, but bounced back day two in a big time way. So I want to shout him out for that. You love guys that do that. Trey Zune's going to be an interior player. I'm surprised he's even listed at tackle with sub 33-inch arms. And I mean, 309 pounds, not the heaviest guy. And like I said, Brett Thorson, the Georgia punter, he's going to go pretty high. I mean, he's the man. Let's talk about quarterback real quick. Like I said, to me, Garrett Nussmeier is clearly the best one out of all these guys, and it's not relatively close. And by far, the worst ones have been Payava and Sawyer Robertson. I mean, Sawyer Robertson, especially, I had kind of high hopes he would come in and take care of his business, just be safe with the ball, which I don't know why, with that terrible turnover worthy play rate at Baylor. Just would hope something would change, but it hasn't. So Sawyer Robertson's really, I mean, the frame's awesome at 6'4", 220, but I hate to be this way. He's garbage. Like he sucks, man. I would not be drafting him. All right, running back. Like I said, not a need for the Dolphins, and not really much they can do at the Senior Bowl until the game. Kalen Black, I like a lot out of Indiana. I've been saying that for weeks. Was it Katron Allen or Nick Single? I believe it was Katron Allen dropped a couple balls. It is what it is. That's not his role. He's not a receiving back. That's why he played with Nick Singleton. Um, and yeah, outside of that, like I said, you can't really talk about running backs until after the game. Safety, there are some guys I want to talk about. And starting off, Bud Clark out at TCU. He is very small for a safety at 185 pounds. He is a ball hawk. I mean, that dude is picking off everything. He looks really good against the tight ends. The dude is playing unbelievable football at the Senior Bowl. Definitely want to give him a shout out. Zaki Wheatley measured in like a freak, which you like to see, at least height wise. Tamari Ramsey, I haven't heard a lot about. Michael Taffe, another one, haven't heard a lot about. Tight end, I'm very disappointed. I don't even think Justin Jolie is there. Like as high as I am on Jolie, I just find it hard to believe I haven't heard a single thing about him. So I could have looked it up. I didn't. I would highly doubt he's there. Tanner Colesall, though, out of Houston, has been making fantastic plays. He absolutely mossed. I believe it was Kyle Lewis. Like I said, I don't take a lot from players getting mossed because at the end of the day, in order to get mossed, you got to be in great coverage. The tight end, receiver, running back, whatever, just made a better play. It is what it is. But Tanner Colesall has looked phenomenal over here, and he certainly will be moving up. And I guess to end this off, let's talk receiver. Like I said, Josh Cameron, man, really, really impressed me. His explosiveness and just pure athleticism and those big old hands over 10 inches. I love it. I think he could sneak into the third round, probably early day three pick. I talked a lot about a lot of these guys. Like I said, Baron Brown has been up unbelievable. Holy hell, English. But he's just so small. I don't think he really fits as a big need for the Dolphins. Kevin Coleman out of Mizzou, same thing, but has been playing really well. Jacoby Lane is one like everybody's like, oh, Jacoby Lane, winner, winner. Where's it at? Where are the clips? I'm watching the tape. What's he doing? Like, why is he a winner? Because he's 6'4", 195, and he's got big hands. Like, yeah, that's great and all, but where is he winning? Where are the clips of him winning? I don't see it. Philip Douglas, I believe, has had a couple nice plays. And to end it all, very importantly, Vinny Anthony the second has been unbelievable. Another guy I could have arguably made a slide about. He's just so small, it didn't feel necessary because of what the Dolphins are probably looking for in a receiver. But yeah, man, that is going to do it. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Quite longer than what I thought, almost 30 minutes long. So plenty to talk about and watch over in this one. And yeah, man, I hope y'all have a good one. Be safe. And until next time, peace out. Fins up.